Has been on my mind for quite some time. No time like the present. Here we go. Supremacy, the quality or state of being supreme, a position of unquestioned authority, dominance, or influence, ultimate power or authority. Reverse that. Legal, deriving authority from or founded in the law. Dependence, the quality or state of being dependent, the quality or state of being influenced, determined by, or subject to another. Considering what you just heard in those previous definitions, here's the most important definition of all. The patriarchy, a social organization marked by the supremacy of the father in the clan or family, the legal dependence of wives and children, and the reckoning of descent and inheritance in the male line. Ladies and some of you gentlemen, y'all are chasing ghosts. There is no patriarchy to fight. There is no patriarchy that is holding you back. There is no patriarchy that is keeping you in a place of suffering to speak of. Proof? You need proof here. How is this individual and individuals like him making so much money off of wives and or daughters? Are you saying that the fathers of these daughters or the husbands of these wives are collectively stating that they relinquish their authority, supreme authority over their wives and their daughters, and turn it over to this individual and individuals like him? Or the sons of the fathers are collectively in agreement to turn over any and all inheritances over to this individual and individuals like him. Otherwise, there is no patriarchy. Organization marked by the supremacy of the father in the clan or family, the legal dependence of wives and children, and the reckoning of descent and inheritance in the male line. Where in this definition do you see this en masse occurring? How can the definition of patriarchy exist and this be commonplace? All of the dating sites, all of the dating apps. How? Who are these fathers that you speak of that have supremacy over the wives and daughters that this can occur? How can these two dynamically opposites occur in the same space en masse? I'm not talking about tiny pockets here and there. We're talking about collectively en masse fathers who are agreeing to turn over their wives and daughters to individuals such as him, and telling their sons to squander their inheritance on sites such as this, where is the control by men? We cannot speak of individuals who are taking advantage of a system that in no way, shape, or form looks like the patriarchy. The patriarchy that y'all are talking about fighting against and destroying and dismantling. How does this exist? Are you telling me that you can gather 10% of the individuals on OFs and say your father or husband said go? Do this. I want this man and men like him who are a super ultra minority. But the fathers want to turn over their wives and daughters and their inheritance that they were passing to their sons over to this individual or individuals like him. In mass. Where's the patriarchy? How can this exist under a patriarchy? Where's the supremacy? Where is the influence? Where the fathers and husbands are dominating their wives and daughters go into OnlyFans. They're influencing their wives. They're influencing their daughters because they have unquestioned authority that they hold over their wives and daughters to go to OF. That makes sense. They are willing to turn over their wives and daughters when they have legal authority over their wives and daughters to go here. There is no patriarchy. The reason why sites like this exist because there is no patriarchy. The ugly truth is a lot of the suffering is occurring because there is no patriarchy. The ugly sides of the patriarchy that have been documented, but in totality, the patriarchy is what protects females from this type of what's the word I'm looking for? Taking advantage of. Want to act like it's empowering? This is purely taking advantage of the female population. Much like the dating sites are taking advantage of the lack of quote unquote supremacy of the father over the wives and daughters. There are aspects of the patriarchy that are beneficial. How do we know they're beneficial? Because look at the state of females. Dating is not working for y'all. Dating is proving to be very counterproductive to your success, very counterproductive to the children, very counterproductive to society. Where is the influence? Where's the influence that fathers are supposed to have over their daughters, that husbands are supposed to have over their wives, that fathers are supposed to have over their sons when it comes to inheritance, wealth passed on? I mean, it's there are no easy roads. There are no easy paths. We have to look around and see what life is without the patriarchy, and this is without the patriarchy, and what life is under the patriarchy, minus the truly deplorable, heinous aspects of it, and they are not the majority. A version 1.3. The point 3 is the negative aspects of the patriarchy. Families are falling apart, have been falling apart for a long time. Any bit of wealth is squandered on things like this. Time, which is more than the money spent, but also the money spent on sites like this, are destroying, debilitating, crippling, hobbling, whichever you like. There is no patriarchy to speak of. If I don't put this now, I probably will get distracted and not end up putting it out till too much later than I would like. I want to put this out now. There are negative aspects to the patriarchy. I can agree with that, but they are not the majority. Dating is not working for you ladies, and it's really not working for the men either. And most importantly, it's crushing the children. And by default, it's completely, completely destroying society. It's an ugly truth, but it's a we have to pick a lesser of two evils. And this is not working. This is not working for anybody. Man, woman, child. None of this is working for any of us. Lesser of two evils. I think this one has run its course, and it is not beneficial to anybody. Anyway, I just want to get this out. Consider liking, subscribing, and putting in comments if you believe, after hearing this, that there is still a patriarchy to fight against. There is still a patriarchy that is holding women back. Thank you.